Right, so hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be watching E3, Nintendo. Now, I didn't do Xbox, I didn't do PlayStation because, you kind of expect the usuals every year, like a new, I don't know, Call of Duty, a new Star Wars, or a new Assassin's Creed, whatever. And because Nintendo Switch is out, and if you didn't know, I'm a massive Nintendo fan. Now, without any further ado, let's watch some Nintendo. Alright guys, so basically what we're going to be doing, I'm going to shoot from my iPhone and I'm going to have the screen capture going, so this should be good. First and foremost, let's go into one of my favourite franchises ever, Metroid Prime. Now if you're unaware of Metroid Prime, they are brilliant games. I've only played Metroid Prime and 2 and 3, I've never played the first one. They are amazing games. For one of my portfolio pieces, I actually used a soundtrack for the sequel, for Metroid Prime 2. It's basically such a great game. It's about the ether. Basically, it's about space, and it's about how there's like the light dimension, there's the dark dimension, and basically you've got to stop the evil forces coming from the dark dimension. It's such a brilliant fucking game. Literally, if you've never played Metroid Prime, look it up. Get an emulator or get a GameCube, play it, or not a GameCube, get a Wii, so then you can play Metroid Prime 3 and the GameCube games. Anywho, without further ado, oh, and I looked up, E3 this year's been great. It's been really good, but let's look into this. Oh, I'm excited. Hold on. Better not just be a tease. Please don't just be. Oh my god, it's the theme song. Please don't be just a tease. It's just a tease. No. No. Don't do this to me, Nintendo. Oh my god, the song. The song. I always thought that. I don't know. But let's have a look at Breath of the Wild, and we'll be checking the stream as well. So let's look at this first. Oh. I really want to know what happens next in the story, because that was such a cliffhanger. They can't do that to us. I know I've never played it, but I spoiled it for myself. I'm sorry. Well, I have played it. I actually played it, just only a small amount of it. One of my classmates has got the Switch, so. Oh, Trial of the Sword. Now, in DLC 2, there's meant to be an extended amount of story, so I don't think this is just got like a hard mode and some other bonus dungeons, like this, for example. It's really cool though. Oh, the Majora's Mask. Oh, and that was oh, what's his name? Tinkle. Oh, I forgot. Where that's. Nah, if someone's called Tinkle, that would be a bit weird. Whatever his name is, that was his mask as well, from Majora's Mask. Love to see the references. Oh my god. I keep, like, I'm at the edge of my seat here, it's just so cool. Master's Trials. Interesting. Cool. Oh, there is an ancient verse passed down in this region called Champion. Oh my god, it's not ended. I actually thought that was the end. What's this about? So I haven't actually watched the whole entire game because I didn't want to spoil too much for myself. I just wanted to see the last castle because I'm the person that loves every last level ever and every boss ever. I love a bit of climax. What is this about? Oh, is that about the Is that about the extended story, or that makes no sense? Oh my god, the Odyssey chat. Okay, okay. For all those who should probably know this by now, growing up, I was a bit of a weirdo, a bit of a sado when it came to Mario. Now, when Mario Galaxy 2 was being like teased in the Nintendo comics, I've got a fucking ton in my cupboard. I went crazy over it. I literally went so crazy, like, because I've always been like, sometimes if there's a game I love, I won't stop talking about it, and Mario was it back then. In those days, it's 2010. The games that came out afterwards, like 3D Land, was great. I love that game to pieces. World, I did not have a Wii U. I didn't have a 3DS either, but it was during the time I still had a bit of hype for Nintendo. But I didn't have a Wii U. I didn't really get that hype for World, but just Odyssey, could this be it? Like, I loved Sunshine. I loved 64. They were brilliant games. Galaxy was brilliant. Galaxy 2 was brilliant, but they were a bit more linear. But we're going back to sandbox style, which is Sunshine and 64, and I really can't wait. Like, literally, oh my god, why am I still sitting here? Let's go. Oh. Oh, dinosaur. Interesting. And he's got Mario Cap. Oh, what? He just jumped out of nowhere, okay. He's riding a scooter. Oh my god, whoa. He's wearing a sombrero. Oh, how you say it. Triple jump his back. Oh my god. Whoa. There's a ghost hat. Oh my god, there's so many variations. Okay. Oh my god, 8-bit 2D. No. Oh wow. What? Oh my god. He became a frog. He can. Oh my god, you can become your enemies. What? Oh my god. God, the graphics are amazing. Oh. Holy. What are they? Are they going to be the new... Does this means, like, Shine Sprites or Stars or whatever are coming back? If that is it, if they're coming back, because I love that system, because what happened in the more linear ones, the 3D games, they removed that, and it was just collect 3 like coins or whatever in the level. It was like, but when you were gathering like the Shine Sprites as stars in 64, Sunshine and Galaxy, it was like, it made every moment like good when you were going to the level, as you're working up to something each time. And people go for like speed runs for this shit, and I remember getting a 242 star on Galaxy 2, and I was frazzled. I was like, I can describe what to think at that time, because the last ever level is not for any casual gamer in that game. The last star takes a really hardcore gamer to complete, because you got one life and you go through so many obstacles, and it's literally like, it was fucking hard. It took me like a month or two, because I literally spent so much time trying to get that last star, because I was so committed to that game, because I came so far. I was like, I'm not giving up. And this is like 11-year-old me, or 10-year-old me, I don't remember. 10-year-old me, and I was just trying to go hard, like trying to get that last star. Got it, and oh my god, it was the best moment ever. Not only that, also doing the Moon achievement for the Big Bang achievement on Moon and Black Ops 1. That was also one of my proudest moments. Because the difference with me, I love a lot of challenging when it comes to games. I know people would say, well, you should try Dark Souls, and I'm like, yeah, I heard that game's quite hard, but then it's like hard throughout. I like how it starts easy, gets sort of okay, and like this sort of like that. But then the point when people give up, and the point like me, I would like continue. That's the kind of person. That's the kind of player I am. I would like to play a game that's kind of casual but gets harder, and it gets so hard that a casual could not complete. I like that kind of style, and this is why I like Mario. This is why I don't think Zelda's really in that sort of category. Zelda's sort of like, it's sort of hard, it's sort of got that difficulty, and it gets a bit harder each time, but Mario has always been that game that's challenge. It's starting with the building blocks of easy, easiest, easy, harder, 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 hardest, and it's like, I love that. It's good. Anyways, I keep talking, let's have a look at this. You could become a car. Oh my god. You could become a man. Oh, you can become a dinosaur. Oh my god. Hopefully there's going to be a lot of character depth in this, because I think that's been lacking since Galaxy or Sunshine. Oh my god, Metroid Prime. Oh, there's Pokemon. But Metroid Prime 4 I'm fucking hyped for. Rocket League's coming. Hey, that's going to be a pretty strong selling point, I think. Nintendo Spotlight. Oh, okay.
New Donk City.
I am. First, I'd like to just take a quick look at the Odyssey, for which the game is named. It's the ship that Mario uses to travel the world, and it's powered by these power moons, so you keep needing additional thresholds of it to get onto the next kingdom.
Oh my god.
And just to show off a little bit of the new moves, obviously there's the hat.
The heart container's
back.
back.
Stay in place, which is sometimes valuable.
That is...
It can
yes.
grab things for you. There's two kinds of coins, which we'll talk about a little later on.
Actually, they're in that
So the free hit system, and then you get the bonus bit of health to give you 6 hits. Oh my god, it's back. I missed that.
Top hat. And so one other move
because that's always been such a thing. The health meter has always been such a thing in the 3D games, and that's lacked.
You saw in the trailer, so there's the capture mechanic.
That's been lacking since Galaxy 2.
Do fairly exotic things like turn into electricity, travel through wires. So how did the capture mechanic come about?
キャプチャーという仕様を作ったきっかけは何かありましたでしょうか。
そうですね。今作はものすごくいろんなこう試
Purple
作
coins.
っていうのを
Oh no.
してから作っ
The
た。
100 purple coins.
So,
We're
when we were
doing.
making
We're
this
gone
game,
back to
what we
Galaxy
started out doing was
style.
making just
Oh
a
my god.
huge amount of different gameplay prototypes.
このキャプチャーというアクションもその
The
うちの
100
一つ
purple coins in
And, this
Galaxy,
capture
and now
action
it's going to be in
was,
the
just
bigger
one of those
world.
prototypes.
This is going to be
み
more
ん
of
な
his
でこうアイデアを
take.
出し合った中に出てきたんですけども、それをそうですね、2、
I
3
don't-
日ぐ
I
らい
don't know
作って遊んでみ
how
たら
exactly
も
I
のす
feel
ご
about
く
that,
面白
but
かったので、すぐ
if
ゲ
it's-
ーム
if it's done
の
well,
中心に
you know.
入れようと決めました。
So it was just one of the ideas that came up.
There's always
but,
YouTube
we worked on
videos
it
now
for
to just
2 or
find
3
them,
days,
so-
and it just instantly turned into something that was really fun, and we decided, well, okay, this should just be the center of this game.
I love how much it encourages that exploration and experimentation that I think the Mario games along these lines are so known for when you think about Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine. Here we've got
Basically what
so
I've been
much stuff
talking
that just looks
about.
interesting, and you're wondering, okay, what will happen if I throw my cap at it? You never really know what's going to happen, so
It's quite
you wanna try everything
minimalist
just to
with
see.
the graphics, but then again, it's Nintendo. It's not going to run extremely well
そうですね、
to
いろんなも
have
のに
like
こう
lots
帽
of
子を投
detail.
げたり、試してもらえたら。
Unless the city's just
Yeah, I definitely
tidy,
hope when people,
It could just
while they're
be
playing this game, they just
that.
throw their hat at everything and try
or
all sorts
because
of
of
different things.
Mario's sort of
That was a mistake. Right now, normally, if you were following the
Style.
story path of the game, you'd be talking to Mayor Pauline, who wants you to
Quite
recruit
minimalist
musicians.
in general.
One there, but we're going to ignore
That
that right now because there's
rocket,
lots and lots
it
of things
reminds me
beyond
of, like-
following the main story of the game, like possess rockets and turn into rockets
And why
with
wouldn't you do that
mustaches.
if you could? Actually, that's an interesting note there. So you mentioned Mayor Pauline, and I think our sharp-eyed viewers will have noticed that some of the street signs are references to some Donkey Kong characters. We've got some interesting red girders going on here.
Oh, the rings are
Luigi's on
back
one
from
Kurosada. If you
the
can tell
3D
us a little
games.
bit more
That's
about the
kind of
city.
cool.
It's got some interesting
So it's
backstory.
kind of, I like how they brought
やっぱりポリン市長
some
が
of the
いて
recent stuff
牛丼
and
シー
bring
ト
back
という
the old,
名前が
like
つい
what
て
we
いると
used to have.
何
It's
か
just
そ
so
の
cool.
都市について説明していただけますか。
そうですね。
So I'm guessing
名前もそう
100
ですし、ポリンって
100
ドンキー
coin.
コングの
Wait, no, I don't think there was 100 coin to get a star.
関係が
Maybe in
ありそうですけど、
64 it was, I
言えない
think.
んですけど、
So
I
that's
like
certainly
that how it's
I-
encouraging you to have a lot of coins in this game.
The name New Donk City is
Because
probably
in
easy
Galaxy
to
and
a
other
couple of
games,
hints,
it-
but we can't get
that
into
wasn't
too
really
much
the
of it.
case.
And I like the shirt you're wearing,
But
by
then
the
that
way.
does
Snazzy
Good choice
shirt.
question
お楽しみに。
how the
Please look
health
forward
meter
to
is
hearing
going to
more about
work. Because coins used to supply like
Oh,
your
okay.
health. Unless you get hearts like
And this is interesting here where we see,
Uh,
I mean, really
64.
throughout New Donk City, and I think throughout the world, we've got these really fun playground elements where you're bouncing on things, you're jumping on things, you're swinging. Can you
Ooh,
tell our viewers a little
that's
bit more
interesting.
about how you came up with that
yeah.
kind of
Well,
play
you got
mechanic?
hearts in 64, but it was like
ぶら下がったりして飛び跳ねたりしてまあいろんな
it was a heart that spins,
環境の
so
ものになんか反応
coins
させられ
still
る
coins has always replenished
どう
your
いう
health,
ふう
I
に
guess.
そういうなんか遊び場っぽい
Always been a
遊び
thing.
を出せるようになんか考え方ありますか。
はい。まずその施策っていうのでものすごくいっぱい遊びを作っています。それをこう配置してステージっていうものを作ります。まず。
So, going back to that prototyping process I was talking about before, we obviously create lots and lots of different ones, lots of different game ideas. And then next what we think about is where to place them within the stage.
そこにそのアートであるとか具体的なものを載せて。
This is just insane.
So, we put it in the stage, we like combine it with different art assets, like kind of like real things to see what it might actually look like or work in game, and then try playing it.
そうするともっとこうしたいとかいろんな意見が出てくるのでそれをさらにそこに
In terms of narrative, though, this I'm really
And then,
confused.
obviously
But
out of
then
that, like,
that's
different
just
things
how
come up, like,
Nintendo
oh,
is in
maybe we
general
could
with
do this a little
Mario.
bit differently, maybe this
Until
could
we
actually
find out
look
like the
this
intro.
instead, and then we kind
It's
of
cool they
add
got
that to
gameplay
it,
for this.
and
I
the process
honestly, I
just continues
really
from
want to see
there.
Metroid Prime
で
4.
先ほどちょっと出た
So
タッチで
bad,
ジャンプさ
like,
せるのも
oh.
スーパーマリオサンシャイン
Metroid
の
Prime is
ちょっと
such a
似たような
good
仕様があったので
franchise.
そういうところからちょっとヒントを得ています。
And so, you saw before, we were able to jump on top of the taxi, and that's something that was sort of in Super Mario Sunshine at times. So, in that way, we're also getting hints from past games.
Can I quickly interject that so as I mentioned, the goal right now is to recruit these musicians. When I was first playing this game for a feedback report for the development team, I could not figure out how to get to this guy on the top of this building. You can just barely see him. He's a speck right now in that triangular building. And the way I eventually found to do it was to take a really long fall.
I did that too.
And
Yeah.
that
Oh.
worked.
Oh, I feel bad
And
for his knees.
a bit to my surprise. And I wanted to know, when you saw that report from me, what was that a problem to be solved? Was that a cool thing? What was that?
このマネはNCR の報告書を書いていたときに、こういうふうにトランペットのバンドマンの到着ができますよと書いてましたが、それを見てちょっと困っていたんでしょうか。
はい、それは読んだんですけれども、
A lot of
読んだんで
enemies
すけれど
sort
も
of walking
今日
around.
ここでプレイ
So
するとは思わなかったです。
Yeah, I did read that.
Is
I
this
didn't
just
know you were going
generally
to
a
be playing
hub?
that right now.
Troublemaker.
でもこう、
Well, I also know the real way.
is
I
this
just
really
or another
confusing me?
way.
This sort of level.
まあ本当のやり方も分かってます。
This just seems like a
で
hub
も自分で
world,
こういろん
not
な
an
プレイの仕方
actual
を
like
探しても
go
らえ
in
た
a
ら
painting or
それも
fly to a
スーパーマリオ
galaxy or
64やスーパーマリオサンシ
go
ャインから
into the
続く
paint.
ものだと思います。
But you found your own way to play it, and letting users play around with the game and find their own ways of doing things. That's something that goes way back in 3D Mario, in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine as well.
So this is actually one of the two kingdoms that's going to be playable on the show floor. The show floor, of course, isn't open
Feel a
yet,
level like
so
this
we
might
don't
be
have
a
folks
bit
playing the game
tedious.
at this moment, but I'm really looking forward to talking to folks after they've played it, because I think there's so many different ways to problem solve and find the moons in these kingdoms. I'm not even sure if folks will find everything over the course of the show, but it's going to be interesting to find out how different people approach to
Oh.
completing some of these objectives.
But the game encourages so much experimentation because you aren't
Yeah.
kicked out of the level every time you find a moon. There is no reason not to investigate every little thing you can see that might be interesting. There's no time limit. There's no disincentive. There's lots and lots of cool stuff. Whoa! Okay.
Yeah, that is a very interesting change that adds, I think, to the immersion.
I'm sure this would look great when they
Super
actually
Mario 64,
upload
Super
it or
Mario
something
Sunshine.
in
Whenever
1080p,
you
because
got your- so
right
whatever
now we're
political
watching this in
objective was,
720p,
depending
and
on
obviously
the game you were
720p is not
you get
brilliant.
bumped out of the area and you'd have to come back in. But here, since you're not going to get booted out of the kingdom when you collect
But
your
yeah,
power
this
moon,
game is-
there's a lot of encouragement to
Ooh.
just go check out that weird thing you saw on the horizon,
Nice to see.
because you can still
Oh.
continue with whatever your primary
Oh,
objective
no,
is.
no,
Oh no! But then, keep
Oh,
on
when you
tracking
die, you
down
lose
moons.
coins.
Another reason to explore everything is that there's very little punishment for dying. I just lost 10 coins, and there's lots. So,
Damn.
and I get to try again right away.
ミスると10コインが取られますね。
Oh, good luck.
It's also worth mentioning that the bullet bills here are coming out with visors on, so they cannot be captured until you knock their hats off, because an enemy with a hat is the scariest thing in this game.
Fashion is very important in this
Yeah.
game. You got to be conscious of your headwear. Oh,
This guy can't play.
Well, apparently this is not my day for this challenge.
that's right. Third time's a charm, right?
Yeah.
Really curious to see what else there is.
And if at first you don't succeed, give up on the third attempt.
I'm just looking at the space where we saw other sections of New Dog City, and looking here, I'm just so impressed with the texture work that's been done. And I feel like every time I see a new build of this game, more and more of these textures are just jumping out at me. It's really fun to see in person.
It is a gorgeous game, and we have some other segments later on in the stream that are going to highlight some especially pretty areas.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah.
And oh, while I'm keeping my fingers and toes
Yeah.
crossed. Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, this place is so pretty.
So here we're in the Sand Kingdom, in the town of Tostarena,
It's beautiful though.
and
This game is beautiful.
they had a problem now because it's all frozen. Everything is cold for reasons, of course, that Mario will eventually solve.
Yeah, actually, if you hang still for a second, we can show his little idle animation when he's
Oh
cold.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
really cute.
Oh, he's cold.
I love the locals here too.
Yeah, I think he's distracted by the local dancing around, but I think if he's by himself, then he really shivers.
Oh, poor Mario.
Yeah. So let's see here. One thing I did want to show off is, so as we mentioned, there's two kinds of coins in this game, and for I believe the first time in the mainline Mario series,
So
you
it's
can
a
actually buy things
currency.
with coins.
Oh, okay.
And I
So
wanted
this
to
is a
ask the
hub
developers
world,
how
and
that
that's
came up.
currency.
Currency should be worth currency.
なんでコインで買い物できるようにしたいと思ったんでしょうか。
はい、今回はコインを本当にお金として扱おうと思いました。
So we wanted, coins to be used as coins in this game. Actually, use them as money.
外国に行った時にその国のお金ってすごいなんか印象に残ってないですか？
And I think you'll agree.
Yeah, I can
if
tell
you
this
go
game's
to
gonna
a
look
foreign
really
land,
good in
one of the things that
1080.
makes the
It's
biggest
a
impression
shame
on
we're
you
watching
is
this in
the currency.
720 because it's just
これ使えるの
doesn't bring the best out of it.
You kind of look at it and you think, wait, is this real? Can I use this?
今回はマリオもいろんな国を旅しますので、その国その国のコインというものを用意しています。
And since Mario was going around to all these different kingdoms in this game, we wanted to make sure that there was a currency for each one.
要素はコレクトするコインの要素になっていますので、集めたものでコスチュームを変えたり、お土産を買うことができます。
And they're a collectible item, so you can use them to buy different outfits or buy souvenirs.
お土産
Speaking of,
お土産買うの楽しいですね。
Yeah, and it's always fun to buy souvenirs, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
And speaking of shopping, we are now in Crazy Cap.
So there's two kinds of coins as we mentioned. The purple ones are unique to the local kingdom. The yellow ones can be
Oh
used at any
my
shop.
god, what?
I'm going to buy.
You could buy
because
all
the
these
guy
clothes,
at the
that's
door
so
said
cool.
maybe I should. I'm not living up to their dress code. Maybe I should buy some clothes to fit in better. I'm going to buy a local sombrero and poncho. And wait till you see how adorable Mario looks.
Being adorable, I just love the shopkeeper.
Yeah, and they're
I love
huge
the
stack hats.
animation
So cute.
transition.
And you can see some of the
It's so
souvenirs you
cool.
can buy there that you can use to decorate the inside of the ship.
Just the hat spinning.
Nice.
And now I'm rocking this look. And let's go. try that
Holy
door
crap,
again.
this is...
So my capabilities are the same. I still have. It's still Cappy.
So we can
even
now
though he's turned
change
into
Mario's
a
apparel.
different kind of hat
That's
now.
cool.
He can turn into any kind of headwear apparently.
We will find the Pokemon
Exotic
trailer,
superpower.
if there is one.
And all right.
Hold
so
on,
we go over and
I'm
talk to
gonna
this guy.
check.
Let's see if you meet the expectations now. Ooh, snappy and lively.
Snappy and lively. I think the hat is the one and the poncho is the other. All right. And this is, of course, what the goal I was working toward all this time.
Oh my god. So you do a bit of
I love all
jingle,
these little moments of
little
surprise where
bit of
you
guitar.
never really know what's going to happen
Yeah.
when you
Why
get
did I
into
want to
these
get in this room?
spaces.
I don't
Just
know.
for that.
I wanted to get in this room so I could play a guitar.
You want to get in because it's locked.
Yeah, exactly.
The HUD seems quite
So then we're
minimalist.
going to move on
Like
to some more traditional.
in every Mario
Mario
game, it's
gameplay.
always sort of had a bit of graphic to it, and
Now that
this
you are
is just
terribly
very
well-dressed, it's time to do
simple.
some exploring.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
Right,
gonna get a
that's
different.
change
That
in
must be on the right
like,
track.
because lots of changes are always made between E3 and
So notice that while using the
main
motion
game,
controls, I
even
can
the
actually
early
use the
dev
homing function on the hat
versions.
more easily.
Oh,
It is possible with the button controls only, but it's much more difficult.
All right, the classic Goomba.
Yeah. And let's just do a big one for
oh,
that. And yeah.
so
That's,
it's
I guess
basically
I
like the
think folks are
boomerang
calling
from
it here, so you're
Super
not
Mario 3D
capturing those
Land,
Goomba. It's not every single
And
enemy
World.
that's capturable.
That's true.
You've got to find the special
but a bit,
ones.
Yeah,
a lot
That one's,
better,
having a good
a bit
eye
more
and
of a
just
focus
experimenting a lot with your cap.
with the
I think they're a
hat.
shade bigger, the ones you can capture, but I'm not positive about that. So
Nice.
bullet bills, of course, are useful because you can fly with them. And now I've got to very quickly capture my ride back.
And with bullet bills, you can only capture them for a limited amount of time because at some point they're just going to blow up.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little mindful of what you're doing.
Yeah, you
When
only
you've
get
got a
so much
bullet bill.
time with the explosive.
Oh, maybe these are like star
Alright,
coins
and
then.
then almost to one of my
To
favorite
finish
bits
the
of this
level.
level.
Oh yeah, the next bit you're coming
Not
up
sure
to
how I feel
Yeah.
about that.
blew my mind the first time I
I was
saw
kind
it.
of expecting
So this
more
place
of
has
a,
these murals that look like they're
an
decorated
end
this
game
cool,
sort of.
old
Oh my
school
god! Oh, that
aesthetic,
pipe is so cool.
And I'm just gonna go right on in.
What?
And I've still got my costume.
So, Koizumi-san and
No
Murukura-san, I think
way.
we definitely need to hear a little bit more background about
So you
why
go
you added this into
from,
the game because it's so
like,
cool, but it's so unexpected
This
as
is
well. I
so
think.
cool.
なんでこのような 2D の8ビットマリオのところも入れたいと思ったんでしょうか。
3D の部分は気持ちよく探索できるように比較的おおらかに作っています。
But this
So
is a lot
we
like
wanted to
Galaxy.
make
I
something
love
that
the
would
way
be
how it,
sort of a contrast with the 3D stages that you're able to explore very
it
freely.
like the feels I get from this. It's
2D の部
definitely
分はもう
like
少し
Galaxy.
細かく緊張感のある構成
That is.
You know,
I'm
the
really happy
2D,
about
the
that.
2D spaces are kind of more confined. They're more
The
precise.
music
you
reminds
know,
me of
it's more
Galaxy
like
2.
sort
Not
of
2,
traditional
Galaxy 2. I
platforming
mean
elements.
Galaxy, the
同じステ
desert
ージの中でもそうい
in
った違っ
Galaxy.
た
Oh my
遊びっ
god,
ていう
the
のを入れた
8-bit.
But also within the 2D stages, as you can see, we wanted to have a lot of different.
I love the
variety.
8-bit version
も
of
ちろんこう昔からの ゲームが好きな人にも楽しんでもらえるビジュアルになっていると思います。
And of course, you know, with the visuals, we're hoping it's something, you know, the people who enjoyed kind of those classic nostalgic games also get a kick out of as well.
So one thing I'd love to show off when we're getting out
Oh
to
my
the
God,
end of
this-
this space is just how much the
Oh,
music
this is
changes
literally
when
like
transitioning back and
Galaxy.
forth. 'Cause I know we've
The
been chatting,
way
maybe it's
the
hard for
red,
folks to
the
hear,
red,
what's been going on here, but if we just pop in and out
the
of
red
that warp
health.
pipe, it's a pretty impressive transition when the music
It is.
changes.
Oh my God, that is.
But there's no warp pipe up here.
Just don't jump
So-
off. No.
Yeah.
No,
But you
don't
can
jump
now
off.
see that it's more of a naturalistic instrument. So I'm going to skip ahead and show off the last
I'm
part
guessing
of
something
this
happens.
scenario.
A boss battle, I
Okay,
bet.
So
Why?
that. I will need these. Wrist straps, people. Always wrist straps.
Yes.
This game is good. I'm just really like concerned on how it
Yeah, it's
actually.
worth mentioning too that we're only covering
works.
a tiny bit of what is in this kingdom. There's so much
Yeah,
more to
there's-
do and explore.
There's just a ridiculous amount. All right, so here we are. This is much later in the level. I'm still got my snappy outfit though, and watch these bullet bills transition out of the 2D, and then I'm going to use one to break open this wall.
So another thing that's really handy about the
So I
bullet bills
guess-
and capture target that you'll see here, when you're
You
trying
get
to target
power
for
ups
really
in this game,
precision
but
flying, it's got a
instead,
little
like the
bit of
power
head-
ups are
Oh,
sort
no,
of
no, you're,
Oh, I'm doomed.
that's okay.
your hat
But
turning
it's got a
you
little
to
bit of a
things.
headlamp, so you can kind of use
See where
that
you're
to line
pointing,
yourself
yeah.
up.
It's sort
It's
of
super
like
handy.
another core mechanic that Nintendo's going with changing.
That's okay,
Like
'cause we get to see this cute little
in
2D
the
to 3D transitioning
I
in
love
with the
that.
bills.
It's so cool.
in the Zelda games,
All right.
the Zelda game coming out this year, you can get your weapons from everywhere. You can craft them and everything. You couldn't do that before. You have to get them from dungeon
All right,
chests.
here we go.
And with Mario, it's like okay.
And with
Power
bullet
up
bills,
some
you can also give yourself little
boxes,
speed
little
bursts
blocks,
as well. Shaking
no,
the
actually
Joy-Con will
use your
make it go a
hat and
little
you
bit
turn into
further.
everything around
So
you. That's
it's
your
worth
power up
experimenting
now.
once you get a feel for the timing of
So
how
it's
long the bullet
interesting.
will last.
It's kind of like driving
Changing
a
the
car.
core,
it,
like,
it
elements
doesn't have any
of
brake pedal.
What
You
we've
can
been
go
used to
faster.
for the last
You can steer.
born and
that's
we've
all
been
you do.
alive, pretty much.
And, all right.
It's
so
just-
up here we're
it's-
about to confront
wow.
one of the Brutals, and
Whoa.
folks may have seen them in our original teaser trailer for this game.
Oh,
They
is
are
that?
an evil wedding planning
okay.
firm,
I thought it was going to
and
give
I'd
you an
love to
extra
hear more
free.
from the developers about how they came to be and what your favorite Brutal is.
Oh
ブライダル
god.
という団体がこのペコンを企画してるグループらしいですけど、
い
なんか一番気に入りのブライダルさん誰かいますか？
そうですね、彼らは
There's a lot of
クッパ
cool
に、
characters
雇
for
われて
enemies.
クッパの結婚式を成功させようとしています。
I find
So
like
they've-
Kooplings because
you
they
know, as you
piss
kind
me
of said,
off.
they've been employed by Bowser.
And
They're
I've
in charge of
seen
making sure
the
his
3D
wedding
games,
goes
so you
off
just
without
got
a hitch.
Boom
結
Boom
構仕
and
事をきっち
the
り
other
する
one.
タイ
And
プです
they're
ね。
very
So
serious
it's cool
about
to
their work.
see like unique characters again.
Their
Like
work ethic
again,
is
this was a
admirable.
Galaxy thing.
休日ですね。
なので真ん中にいる
Mainly a
ちょっ
Galaxy
と背の低い同じような帽子をかぶったようなキャラクターがいるんですけれども、それがリーダーなので僕はそのトッパーというキャラクターがお気に入りです。
And you know, my favorite is Topper, the kind of shorter one who has that green top hat.
Yeah,
on.
guy in green. Yeah.
Yeah.
The music
Yeah,
is
top.
just
How about you,
So much like
Koizumi-san? Do you have a
Galaxy.
favorite?
小泉さんもなんかキリンの彼
あ、そうですね。ちょうど今出てるのハリエットっていうその可愛いウサギさんの、キャラクターなんですけども、なんか
this
可愛い
is
可愛い
amazing.
結構凶暴なんで、そのコントラストがすごい面白いなと思って。
This is really good timing because the character I like the most is the one you're fighting right now, Harriet.
This is
She
one
has this great
goofy
contrast
enemy.
between her cute appearance and like how devilish she is. She's sort of like the tricky little sister of the group here.
Her attacks are really fun to watch as well,
Yeah.
especially when she starts flying around.
And it's worth mentioning you fight each of
Music's
the
cool,
Brutals
though.
a few times, but their tactics get more and more intense and dangerous.
Is that running or was it
But I'll be
just
honest,
like
having planned a wedding last year,
normal run?
I would take the help of
Like
evil
when you walk
wedding
around.
planner.
Yeah,
And it
I
says
mean,
you're
any
already running.
evil help is better
Or
than
do you
no
actually
help.
press a button to make you
And
start
they're
running?
very
'Cause
dedicated to their
I
work.
feel
And
that
they're
should be the
willing to
case
fight your enemies
since
for
it's
you,
playing
and
on
that's
Switch
pretty
with all
great.
those buttons.
Oh,
The
nice.
button layout.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Thank you.
ああ、かわいそう。
Oh,
Sorry.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Now she'll be back. All right, so that's a grand moon worth 3 power moons.
And there we see Cappy in his natural state as
Yep,
well.
Oh.
there he is, celebrating with Mario.
whoa. That is so much like Galaxy.
Nice.
You got a Grand Moon. Oh my
Alright,
god,
so
they're
that's what we
bringing
have
back
for
the
gameplay
Grand
for right now,
stuff.
but we
Yeah,
did
we
have
catch
one
up
more
to
little
Holy
feature,
shit.
I believe.
Yes, we've got some new goodies that have turned up here on stage with us. So these are the amiibo.
That is
for the game.
exciting
We've got
to see.
Princess Peach, Bowser, and Mario in their wedding outfits, and I just need to ask you guys about the development process for these because the detail of the sculpting is incredible. It must have been a very interesting process getting these to the state they're in here.
このアミーバはすごいなんか細かい作り方になってるようですので、それについてちょっと説明していただけますか。
はい、ヒロインであるピーチ姫をより可愛く魅力的に作っています。
So first of all, you know, we've got our heroine Peach, and we wanted to make sure that she just looks, you know,
So I
absolutely.
guess that's it of Odyssey.
あ
What's
とクッ
this?
パとマリオもそのお相手であることに十分なビジュアル
Okay,
と
they're
してデザインしてい
finished.
ます。
And you know, then from there, you know, we have Mario and Bowser as well, and we had to make sure that, you know, in terms of visuals, they weren't going to lose out.
They gotta
would be
keep
out.
up.
Yeah, they got to keep up.
So
Yeah.
this is-
あとこのポージングっていうのも今回のテーマに合わせて
I
物語
think
性を
Harvey
持たせ
was
ている
on
のが特徴
about the Pokemon, like
And,
I
you know,
heard
another
you about
characteristic of
Pokemon.
these is that the pose.
Well, that has been very exciting. If I find anything, if there is actually a new Pokemon coming out, I will continue recording. So I don't know, but either way, I'm gonna leave a outro for this. Thanks for watching, everyone. This has been very exciting. I can't believe what I just watched. And yeah, see you next time.